Welcome everyone, Farmer Cup here. This is going to be episode 25 of my gameplay series Insanity Bay 19 with Seasons. If this is what you are looking for, please stay tuned. Alright folks, welcome back. So we're basically right where we left off last episode. So if we look in here at the map, go over. So we need to finish putting some digestate on there, the spreaders here, and then I need to do these three fields. I was using the John Deere. We did buy a straw spreader, and I didn't, straw spreader. Jeez, I don't know why I struggled there. A straw spreader to take care of getting straw to the animals, even though we had the KT10, the forage mixer, which could have broken up the straw bales just fine, but it was just too much to try to kind of manage both because, yeah, for 2,300 bucks, it's just easier to do it that way because it was like we were having still one to be full silage or TMR, and they still needed straw, and it was just kind of back and forth. So I threw a bale of straw in there. I'm going to go in there and get another one loaded up. I'm going to get them cleaned up, and then I'm going to make another mix of TMR once I get the other trailer empty. So I'm going to do that with the John Deere. So I'm going to try, I was doing the digestate spreading with the John Deere, but I'm going to try to do it with the case. That way, I can't think the case will be able to handle it. So 150 horsepower is required, which I know this thing has more than that, so I shouldn't have any issues. Yeah, it should be fine. So you have to literally look down like this in order to see what you're doing too, which drives me crazy. But you can see a little strip there I mixed. But yeah, so I'm going to try to get this going. That way the case can work on doing that. I can hire a worker to do these three fields up here after I get this little bit done. I just have to get those two sections and those two sections. No contracts. So, yep, that's what I'm going to have them doing. I have a worker working up here, and then I'll keep getting more out of the BGA, yeah, while I work on doing stuff with the cow. So that's kind of the plan for today, and then hopefully in this episode we jump into, hopefully, I don't know, it kind of depends. Tomorrow we might be mowing, so if we're doing that tomorrow, then that's kind of going to dictate what we got going on. But if we're not mowing tomorrow, then I'm sure we'll be into the first part of summer and everything like that, so we'll kind of play it by ear and see what happens. But, yep, just wanted to give you guys a quick update before I keep working and keep trying to get stuff done around the farm. Alright, folks, I just finished up our last field, so everything has 3 layers of fertilizer. A little bit more weeds popping up. We still have, I think, 150, 160, maybe 170-ish thousand liters of digestate left, so we probably used about half, maybe a little bit more than half. So, yeah, we'd be good to go for next year, too. Alright. What I did decide, so if we go in the store here, we're doing pretty hot in the hours here, so we have, I don't want to pay the third hour, obviously, but I do also want to, if we go into here, we have some slurry, which we can sell at the biogas plant. So I'm going to go pick up that slurry, and hopefully we can just avoid not letting the cows run out of straw, so we don't have to worry about the slurry anymore. So I'm going to go try to pick that up from the farm, and then we'll sell that at the biogas plant, and that will call it good for our slurry tank, and then we'll be able to return it to the store. And look at that, stop raining-ish. Trying to stop raining, it seems like. But yeah, I didn't get anything done with the John Deere. It's still sitting over there. They didn't eat all the TMR yet, so, or didn't have enough room in their food trough. Geez, I can't think of words. Food trough for their TMR that was left in the KT10, the forage mixer. So we're still waiting on that. It's probably can be emptied now. But yeah, this is about all we have planned for today in game. We're probably going to wait until tomorrow and see if we can't do a mow on our fields tomorrow. If not, we'll just do some weeding tomorrow. I don't even think I'm going to worry about weeding out the fields today. I'll probably get the case set up to do weeding tomorrow, put some narrows on it and stuff like that, get it all good to go. That way we don't have to worry about it, and it'll be good to go in the morning. But otherwise, not a whole lot going on. Not a whole lot else we need to worry about tonight. I don't think we have any crops to sell, do we? Nothing to do, really. Yep. All right. Oop. We'll see if we can't pick up a couple of potato harvesting contracts this year to help make some more money off of our potato equipment over there. So that's one of our goals. But I don't know why I went this way, but I did. So here you have it. You need to put some stuff away. So maybe that's what I'll do tonight is get some of the stuff we'll put away, like our snowplow there. Our seeder needs to be put away. I'm not sure where I'm going to necessarily put it all. Probably up in the big shed up there. But we'll figure that all out. I might park the trailer over there. But yeah, so is this where you fill up here? Maybe. No, maybe not. I know there's a tank on the other side, but I don't know. For some reason, I thought that might have a purpose, but I guess I was wrong. I'm hoping the grass is good to go tomorrow. That way we can get that going. Let's turn the help screen on here. I'm not getting any thing for that. Oop, there we are. Yeah, not even anything that can really show up in the tank down there, so. Perfect, I will get this hauled. Yeah, that's actually, before I get this hauled, since the hours aren't going to matter if I'm not in there driving it, let's go take care of the animals here real quick and see if we can't finish off what we got going on with the animals. Yeah, the straw's looking pretty good now. Please empty. Are you kidding me? 41 liters are still left in there. Water's fine. I do need to clean them up today. So that'll be another thing I get going. But yeah, not a whole lot else exciting happening. It's pretty regular. So yep, let's I'll get this sold down at the BGA, and we should get some money for manure. If we remember, we sold last episode, we sold a like 20 some odd thousand liters of manure, so we're probably gonna get 8,000 ish for that, plus, you know, a little bit less for this. Probably get a few $100 for this, but I figured since we already had the tanker, we might as well use it, since we're not going to go over an hour in leasing cost, and that'll help kind of cover any of those extra costs that we paid for leasing it, since we had to pay a couple additional hours on it. So yeah, that'll pretty much be calling it good for today. Everything else is looking good, I suppose, around the farm. But yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. Probably tomorrow morning would be my guess, after I get all this stuff done and I get this baby returned. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Guess what, guys? It's not tomorrow. I bet you're shocked I brought you in earlier than tomorrow. So I discovered something that I wanted to mention before I get comments about it. And I probably already will get comments about it in the previous episode. Or at least it's possible. So I had this the other way, where I had to essentially back in to put it in. I didn't know you could hook it up on both sides. So my bad. But it's hooked up on this side now, so I can just stick it in this way and drive through the cows. Here we go. Perfect. So there you have it. Also, by the way, I had it over here in the bucket, was sitting right here, and I hit I because it said I to unload, and it was unloading it into the bucket. So yeah, that was my bad. But anyhow, I have cleaned up the tank. I took the KT10 up there. I've been cleaning up stuff around the farm, which I might as well show you. Let's do this. There we go. Leave that guy there. I left the bucket over there. Those guys will be good to stay in here because they're not used anywhere else. So the KT10's up there, and I'll get a new mix done tonight. So trailers, milling machines parked in there, snow plows in there with the whatever, I can't remember what it's called, the transport tool. The case has narrows on it, and it's set to go for tomorrow. I'm gonna park this trailer somewhere. Actually, let me do that real quick. I think I'm gonna park this guy. I really don't know where to put it. I think I'll just put it down with the other trailers down below. This kind of makes sense. So I backed the cedar in straight ahead. You can see in there, I backed it in there. I didn't put anything in there just so I can keep it for potatoes is what I want to do. But yep, KT10's up here, which the bale spike should be up there too. Yep, perfect. Keep those two guys up there, and well, I'll bring the KT10 back down below. And I'll probably back it in, since the KT10 can unload from both sides, so I don't need to worry about that. That way I can just kind of attach to both things down there with the tractor. Yeah, I'll just park this guy right here. Perfect. All right. If we don't end up needing the sugarcane trailer anymore, we're probably just going to sell it. So we'll try using the cramp trailer there, the Bandit 750 looks like, to do silage when we do silage. But if it doesn't work, then we'll try something else. Another thing I'm going to do tonight is clean up a little bit by where the fertilizer and herbicide and all that stuff is stored. What I mean by that is, let me get over here. I'll just park the John Deere set up for perfect. All right, if I go into the map here, where are we at? Nope, over here. There we go. So I'm gonna change out the truck to pick these two containers up so I can load them into the correct thing. These are just fertilizer containers, so you can't unload from the sprayer into that, but otherwise it's good. And I did build another toolbox right here, and that's just so I can simply do this, since this is where I'll want this guy changed over enough, so that way I can just do that here real quick. as we're going through each season, so it'll just be a little bit easier for me. So yeah, I'll just load these guys into that tank, and I think that's everything's put away, at least where I would keep it for now. I'll go do another load of the TMR, get that ready to go, but everything's parked and stored and whatnot, so I'm not gonna worry about anything else. I'm hoping tomorrow we'll be able to mow this stuff through here. I don't know why certain patches of the grass don't or do that. I'm just not sure why, but anyhow. And watch, let's take a look at the weather. How's the weather looking? Drying potential tomorrow's good. Wednesday has a 70% chance of rain. Or no, Thursday, 70% chance of rain. Wednesday's supposed to be sunny. Perfect. Okay, so we probably will... We'll need to buy a tedder, though. Darn it. All these purchases. So we'll probably look at tedders. We're just going to get a small one. We may have to take out a little bit of a loan. But if not, or if we do, that's okay. Oh, that's right. The unload's like over here. Somewhere weird. There it is. Perfect. And I'll probably just leave the truck over here because this is where I'll know what I need it next for. I'll just park this guy right here. Yeah, so I'll have to look at tedders tomorrow. I mean, I don't know. I guess we might just lease one for the time being. I don't know. It would be nice to get this guy. That's just a decent one. It's only 16 grand, so it's like I don't really want to waste the time leasing it because we're going to use it enough that it's going to be worth it. So, what do we have in the garage? We might be able to sell something. Oop, let's get out of leased items. Obviously, we're going to hold on to all that stuff. We don't really need this anymore. We don't really need that anymore either. Maybe I'll sell those two guys, and that'll give us enough. Or hopefully give us enough. I mean, selling that'll give us enough for sure, but we need all this stuff. Yeah, we want to hold on to all that. Yeah, that's all we got there. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. We'll sell that. Well, how much is it to lease if we can just avoid taking out a loan? Because that's not gonna be much to lease. Yeah, it's $800 though. Oh, we're not gonna use it for very long. We're just gonna do that one field. So, gosh, I'd rather just buy it. I really want to buy it. I'll try to figure out how we're gonna do that. It is possible too that if we're able to pick. Well, there's already two. Oh, look at those. Well, I know what I'm doing tonight. We're gonna get those two knocked out, and that's gonna pay for that. So there, problem solved. I still think I might sell some of those things I talked about selling just because we don't need them. But that'll solve that. Actually, what I'll probably do is use the John Deere to get it done, but I'm gonna need the sprayers. Darn it. Okay, well, I got them all loaded up with herbicide for nothing, and I put those fertilizer tanks away for nothing. But okay, so yeah, what fields did I accept here? 17 and 22. 22 is not the big one, is it? No, 24 is the big one. Where's 22 up? Way over here. Okay, 22 is a big one. 22 and what did I say? 17. 17 is right there, so I'll probably drive out here, take 17 out, and knock 22 out as well. So yeah, we'll get those done. If not today, we'll get them done tomorrow. I'm gonna go do this. Oh, gosh, I don't want to. I'm scared to. I probably shouldn't have accepted them until I was ready to do them, but yeah, we'll get those knocked out tonight. I think that won't be a problem. So, all right, now I've got my work cut out for me. So I will see you guys in the morning. All right, folks, it is the morning. So. A little bit of bad news, and it's good news, mostly good news. Let's just get the bad news out of the way. The only bad news is this: the grass isn't ready to be cut yet. So today, and there's no contract. So there's the kind of the bad news there. The good news, we did knock out those two contracts. They got us almost 20,000 minus, working costs and whatnot. And then we also got 10,000 from the BGA. And yesterday, all we paid on leasing costs was $5,800. So we got all of our fields fertilized essentially for $5,800 plus a little bit of worker fees and stuff like that. So cows are doing good. We'll need some more TMR and some more straw today. A little bit more water. I'll probably clean them up later today too. So I'll take care of the cows here in a bit. I have this guy geared up again for herbicide. Everything else has been pretty much put away. Oh, I need to drive the truck back. So I had the truck up here, and there's a little bit of fertilizer over here. So I'll grab our fertilizer tank that's over there, and drive that back. So I'll get that done. And then I also am going to get done all the weeds. So there's a lot of little bits of weeds. It doesn't look like anything up here in these two fields, so they're doing good. But yeah, I'll go and hit all the weeds today. So that's kind of the goal, is to hit the weeds and stuff like that. I am sorry I'm not telling any police stories. I will tell one before the end of this episode, I promise. So I will do that this episode, tell you a police story. I'll think of a good one. I haven't told them in a while. I need to start just keeping a list here so I go through, because sometimes I'm like, well, did I tell that story or did I not tell that story? And then again, I also forget them all the time because, you know, me being at work, it's like, well, the stories happen every day I go to work. Like, there's something you guys would probably be interested in every day I go to work. So yeah, it is what it is. I will think of a good one and I will tell you guys. So anyhow, I'm gonna keep working on what we got going on. We'll probably jump in tomorrow. I mean, there's not a whole lot else for us to get done today. I think there's anything I'm missing that we need to get done. So yeah, I don't know. If some contracts pop up, we'll take them, but right now there's not any contracts. So yeah, I guess we'll just keep at it and hope for the best. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. All right, guys, evening is upon us. I literally sat around and did nothing all day. There's less contracts than when we started out the day. So there's more weeds, but I decided I'm just going to go out tomorrow because I'm going to have to go out tomorrow anyway. So I'll just wait to see what pops up overnight, and then I'll go out and hit all the weeds again tomorrow. But I cleared them all out, and then now there's more. So I know I could have gone out there, and it probably would have been a good use of my time, but that's okay. So that's as much as they're going to take of that. What we're going to do, actually, how's their cleanliness doing? Ooh, we'll clean them up tomorrow. I'm not too worried about their cleanliness. We'll add some more straw tonight, and then we will add some water. And then I have a wonderful little story to tell you about law enforcement. Actually, it's a really good one. I don't think I've told it before. If I have, let me know down in the comments. If I say a story twice, let me know, because I don't know. I'm kind of losing it. I might be young, but that doesn't mean I'm not losing it. Okay, let's see if that's... that'll get them for the night, no problem. So we're not going to worry about that. Okay, I'm actually just going to leave the tractor here. We'll run over... How are they doing on... You're getting lots of manure in there again. That's good, that's good. Let's go back over here and we'll flip the faucet on. I know it's technically going in the trough, but it looks like it's going on the ground. All right. Yep, so that'll fill up. Make sure it's actually filling. Yep, it is. Okay, so that'll fill up their water. They'll be good to go. This is slowly just going to get filled as I clean up the tank. Or clean up their feeding area. That's where I'm going to throw stuff. But so my police story for the night is we're walking back up to the farm or to the home for sleeping tonight. So we have a large department store. Well, we have a couple, but we have one in particular that I'm thinking about here, and I'm not going to say their name or anything, but we have a large department store that has a significant number of thefts. So they have a really good loss prevention officer who kind of works as security and stuff for them and is pretty good at catching shoplifters like in the act. Like, he's really good at what he does. So anyhow, he catches one, this like I think 20-year-old kid. Yeah, 20-year-old. So younger than me, catches this guy shoplifting, stole a backpack, put some stuff in that backpack, tried to leave the store. Anyhow, not over here. We're gonna go hang out by the house. But so anyhow, he, I guess I might as well sleep, but you guys are here. It doesn't matter. Oh, I'm not tired yet. Well, we'll just wait then. But so I can probably move the time up a little bit. So he gets caught. He's cooperative. He goes in the loss prevention office, and I get dispatched there. So I go there, and so the kid's impression of what was going to happen, and I knew this is why he had cooperated and everything like that. Otherwise, he would not have cooperated. And it'll all make sense here in a second. So he's sitting in the loss prevention office. I get there. He was expecting me to just give him a criminal citation, like a kind of like a ticket, which says, hey, you have to go to court. And a criminal citation counts as an arrest. But it's not me taking you in handcuffs, searching you, putting you in the back of my car, taking you down to the jail, and then releasing you there later. So it's something I can do on scene at stuff like that if I want to. It's a choice I have, so I don't have to do that. Sometimes I will, sometimes I won't. He actually was an out-of-state resident for the state that's right next door to us, so not typically or not terribly uncommon. So for me and my department policy, I have to arrest him. So I have to take physical custody, so I can't cite and release. Now, sergeants can overrule that, and supervisors can overrule that, and they do sometimes, which is great. Because, like, right now, with everything going on, we're trying not to take people into custody, so I've had that overruled already twice for 2 of my arrests, which is great. Anyhow, so he doesn't think he's going to get arrested, so I look at the cameras of him stealing stuff, and then he admits to it after I read him Miranda. He's like, yeah, I'll speak to you. I was like, okay, what happened? He's like, yeah, I was being stupid. I stole this stuff, and then he showed me the stuff that he stole and gave it back. And then the loss prevention guy's like, well, there's more stuff he stole, but I guess he stole like some cheap jewelry and some stuff like that was on the shelf. So like not really valuable, but anyhow, so I was like, okay, kind of weird, but he didn't admit to any of that. And he had his own backpack with him too. Like he had the backpack he stole that he was, I guess, going to replace his backpack with. and he had his backpack with him, so he had all of his stuff on him. So I said, all right, well, go ahead and take your backpack off. And he's like, okay. And he takes it off, sets it down on the bench. I was like, stand up, turn around, put your hands behind your back, you're under arrest. He's like, he kind of just has like all the color drains out of his face. And so I put him in handcuffs there, and another officer came to back me, and she was standing there with me. So I put him in handcuffs. I advised him he was under arrest, that he's being audio and video recorded, that of the time and the date. That's what I'm required to advise of all that, and as well of his Miranda rights as well. Even though I'd already advised him of his Miranda rights, now that he's under arrest, he's no longer just being detained, so I have to advise them again. So anyhow, then I go to search him, and sorry, I know I'm not really doing any farming stuff, but this is a good story, and I don't want to miss any parts of it. So then I go to search him, and not only, do I find the rest of the stolen property that's on him, I also found 2 stolen credit cards, so that's 2 felony charges in Washington State. I also found 2 stolen prescription pads, like prescriptions that had been filled that weren't his, so that was another theft charge, because there's a different victim. So like the store was the victim for the other theft, so the other thing is going to be another theft for that person. I also found methamphetamine on him and heroin on him. I also found all the things you would use to do those various narcotics and drugs on him. So he had all that on him. I was like, I don't know why you're here committing crimes with all your drugs on you, but anyhow, it wasn't very smart. And then it gets better. Then he apparently is also a drug dealer. So in his backpack that I got to search, because I arrested him, I found a list of all the people he deals to and all their contact information. So I gave all of that information to, we have a drug task force in our area. So I gave all of that information to them, and they were very happy about that. So, oh man. So 2 felony charges for the drugs, 2 felony charges for theft. He also had about 200 or 300 plastic baggies and a bunch of loose change. So like that, plus the other stuff to use to package and use drugs. That was possession of drug paraphernalia, and the 2 felony drug charges were with the intent to distribute. And then, so yeah, there's like 7 charges that I got on him for all these different things, like 2 thefts, 2 felony thefts, so 2 misdemeanor thefts, 2 felony thefts, 2 felony drug possessions, and then drug paraphernalia. So those 7 charges. So he went to the county jail, and I have 2 subpoenas for his court case coming up soon. And that, it happened a while ago, but now that court's starting to get opened up in my area and stuff like that. Oh man, that's a good one. And I probably will tell that story on No Man's Land as well, just because some of you don't watch one or the other. So a lot of my stories, what I think I'm going to try to do, just to make sure everyone can hear them all, is to tell them on each episode of No Man's Land and, everything like that. So anyhow, guys, hope you enjoyed. I'm going to go ahead and sleep through the night, and we'll see if we can't do some more stuff tomorrow in game. Oh, it is a beautiful Well, I just ruined it. It is a beautiful summer morning. Summer is here. Everything's exciting today. First off, I went into contracts, and we got the golden egg of a contract. So that is this field right here. Yes, it's going to take us forever, but the money, oh yeah, we need it. That's perfect. So today we do need a weed. That's, I guess, bad news, but whatever, Okay, so we will weed today, so that's on a to-do list. And then I don't know what's going on with that. My guess is that's a glitch, and it's actually okay to harvest, because it did do that before. So we'll see how that goes. Maybe we'll do that field last. So I want to take these 2 fields and turn them into silage, and then I'm tempted to do silage bales and sell them that way. It's just sometimes a little bit easier, but now we'll throw it into the bunker silos. Okay, and then I want to take this area, mow it, and I want to ted it. And then maybe if the weather's looking good, we'll mow and ted this area as well. If we look in, it's weather. I'm looking in here for the weather. You got to be kidding me. First, let's look at the cows. So cows are going to need some work today, but I'll take care of them as we go through the day. Everyone's looking good. See how the cows are. For a lot of them are getting ready to have young. One of them should be at 0.5 years, I believe. Maybe not. Okay, well, never mind. So they're doing okay. We'll eventually get milk. It'll be a while. We should have started with the cows maybe earlier, but it's okay. So yeah, we're sitting at 15,000, so we got some cash in there. So today's to-do list: take care of the cows, mow the grass, ted any fields we want to do that with, take care of weeds, and take care of that contract. So I'll probably take care of weeds with this guy since it's set up, and then get the case working on, what am I going to say? Jeez Louise. Working on taking care of that field over there. So Yeah, that's probably what we'll end up doing. I'll use the John Deere to mow. I think that'll just make more sense, just 'cause it's a bigger tractor. So yeah, I'll take care of that. Trying to think of what else I want to get done. So, let's look at the weather real quick and see that, because that'll kind of dictate what we're going to do. Good drying potential all day today and all day tomorrow. Or, oh no, not all day tomorrow. 80% chance of rain at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Oh, that's going to kill us. Well, yeah, we got rain Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Oh, this is a terrible season for... We're just going to cut everything, I think, and not do any... Oh, yeah, gosh, I don't know, because getting it off the field by 9 a.m. tomorrow... We could get up at 6 and try to get it knocked out. I mean, if we're in 1 times, that shouldn't be an issue. So maybe we'll do that. We'll still do that. Just to test it out, we'll just do this area over here with... and we'll go mow that first. We'll go do that first thing this morning. Let me hop in the John Deere. Yeah. We might as well bring that out because it needs more straw anyways. So we might as well take that up with us. Actually, I'll probably just set it right here just because the mowers are going to be on the way. There, try that. There we go. So yeah, we'll go get that mowed and then we'll get that tedded just so that part is done. And then I think, yeah, because, yeah, we're just going to be fighting the clock essentially is what we're going to be doing. Oh, actually, I can do this, can't I? Pretty sure this is how I would have put them in there last time. Can I connect both of these up, or does that one not connect up? No, that's right, because we got the one that windrows, so we'll just have to do it front and rear, just kind of like we do in No Man's Land, so not really a big deal. These mowers, actually, you know what, we're going to take them down to the toolbox and see if they need to get repaired, because they, at least the front mowers is in rough shape. I need to get a power washer at some point for us, just so we can clean stuff off. I'll probably put that over... Actually, I don't know where I'll put it. Maybe I'll put it down here somewhere, maybe next to the toolbox over here. That might be what ends up happening. Next to this green toolbox down here. That way we can just pull up and wash stuff as well. You know what? That's a worthwhile investment. Let's just go and buy one. Yeah, let's just put one in. Whoa, we don't want to put it in over here. Yeah, we'll just put it right. Ooh, we could stick it under if we wanted to. We'll put it right there. It'll be fine. We have the money for now. I mean, we don't have a ton of money, but we have enough to take care of that for now. That's good. We might as well repair that while we're here. 604. Holy cow. We'll need to back up a little bit to get the other mower in the range. $604 to just repair the John Deere for that little amount of time is crazy. Oh, it's in pretty good shape. Well, we'll repair it anyways. We probably repaired it in the wintertime, and I'm probably just blanking, but that's okay. We'll give it a bath anyhow, so it looks like it's good to go for work today. I mean, it'll be dirty, but this is kind of counterintuitive. I know some of you are going to be like, this is dumb. Why are you even doing this, Farmer Cop? But it's okay. We're going to do it anyways. Oh, man. Get this guy all cleaned up here. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so we'll drive up there and take a look at that. And I did go look at it. It is a mowable field, it looks like. So that shouldn't be an issue as far as us actually being able to do something with it. Which I was a little worried about, since it's kind of like in, like almost into No Man's Land, but it's not. Get it? Because we're doing No Man's Land on the other map. I'm just kidding. That wasn't a good joke. Sorry, guys. Oh, well, anyhow, if you've been on the channel for a while, I know some of you have been on it since the beginning, or pretty close to the beginning. Like, we're talking like 20, 30, 40, 50 subscriber range, which, I mean, yeah, we don't have a ton of subscribers right now, but we're sitting at almost 470 as I'm recording this, so we're going to be at 500 before we know it. And we're not going to get a speeding ticket. Sorry. All my focus goes into that when I pass those, because I am tired of the stupid speeding tickets. I should put a counter up on here if I... That's what I should do. I should put a counter up while I'm doing this. That's probably what I'll work on doing, maybe. I don't know how I do that, actually. I'd have to figure out how to add that in. I'm sure there's a way to do it. I'm sure I could edit it in, but not with my editing software. My editing software is kind of crappy. It's a free software. I need to get... I'm thinking about getting Adobe. I think that'll be what I need to get. But, sorry. Just Farmer Cop issues. All right, let's get the back one oops, nope, there we go. And then we'll actually back up to maybe here so we can start getting more. And then F1, swath dropping, we're gonna need to change that. Left swath, right swath, wide spreading, perfect. Just because we're gonna be tedding this, so. All right, here goes. Semi-dry grass, which is good. Can we just go out here and ted it right away? I think we can, can't we? This might actually be a pretty good success. Ooh, that's the edge of the map is like right there. So maybe not be a little bit more careful about that. And we missed a little bit of that. So I'm actually just going to back up and hit that real quick. Turn that help screen off, get that off the screen. That's good that it's semi-wet. So that way if we ted it, it should be, I mean, it should dry out pretty quick then. If we ted it all out. You know what, actually what I'm gonna do before I do anything crazy, since I don't think I've ever done hay on seasons. I've done bales and stuff before, but I don't think I've ever done hay. This is actually a bigger field than I gave it credit for. I'm gonna go read on the realist modding thing and find out what I need to do right. Oh, the other thing we're gonna need is a windrower, aren't we? Son of a gun. That might be where our contract money's going when we get that big field done. I guess I could mow a little closer, but that's okay. Yeah, that's where our money's going to go when we get that field 24 fertilized. Yeah, because once we get that fertilized, that'll, yeah. Anyhow, I'll see this area. Yeah, this area is not as good and ready to go as far as, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I can't even say things. It's not as good and ready to go as the other grass is. So I guess the other one, that one might just be not good. If we get like a lower cut off of it the first mow, I'm not too worried about it. That won't be a big deal, so. Yeah, I'll go read that. Actually, I might pause the game here in a second to go read it just so I can figure out what I'm doing. Probably gonna wrap up the episode here too in a second. This episode's been all over the place. I don't even know what to say about it. Yeah, let me pause. Let me go figure out some information and then I'll bring you guys back in a second. All right, well, I did do some research. So I guess if it's already in the semi-wet stage, we don't have to do anything. We don't have to ted it at all. We just have to wait for it to dry. So, yeah, we just have to wait for this to dry, I guess. So hopefully it dries in time, but I'm glad we're doing this in the morning. I don't know if it'll take it all night to dry, but if it does take it all night to dry, I'm not too worried about it because we should be able to just quickly take care of it in the morning. So we'll leave it spread out. We're still going to need to buy a windrower, which, shoot, how much is that going to cost? We might get the same one that we had. I really like that one, but that one's... Or how much is it to lease one of these? I don't think we need that big of one. But leasing this one, $1,000. Yeah, it's a little bit more to do. What's the difference in working with? Not much. So we might as well just buy that, I guess. Yeah, we might as well just buy that. We'll be able to get that off our contract money, no problem. So we'll go ahead and buy that. If we have to, if the contract's not quite done yet, we'll take out a loan. We'll just make sure we pay off the loan because we'll definitely get that contract done tonight or before the end of today. But yeah. Anyhow, guys, I think this is going to wrap up the episode. If you enjoyed, drop a like down below. If you have not already, please hit that subscribe button up on your screen or down in your right-hand corner. And turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. Again, guys, this has been Farmer Cop. Oh, comment below if there's anything I did wrong or terrible or anything you have tips and tricks for me. Please comment below. Anyhow, guys, this has been Farmer Cop. Thank you, and thank you for watching.